It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from All In Brewing Company, and it's a can of their Hustle Imperial Stout, 330ml bottle, coming in at 9.8% ABV. Lovely label, man with a dicky bow tie, with a hazelnut as a head, white bottle cap. Let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. Nice bit of smoke on the bottle opening. I want to say a massive thank you at this stage to Håkan. Håkan in Sweden. I did call him Hakan for a long time, because that's what the letters in my language would say, but in the last letter he sent me, it's not Hakan, it's Håkan. So hopefully I got that right. But look at this beer. Look at the quality of that beer. I've not had a beer from All In Brewing Company for quite some time. And when I seen this arrive, I opened the parcel and looked at this. I thought, oh my goodness me, this could be absolutely terrific. Good levels of carbonation, raising up the side of the glass, one finger, tan coloured head. It's a jet black beer in the glass. There's no light bleeding through there whatsoever. I am really excited to get into this beer. So without further ado, I've got some news as well, which I'd like to share with you guys. Even if you're watching this beer review 2 or 3 years in the future, this news will still probably be relevant to you guys. Let's dive in to the aroma. Chocolate, coffee, caramel, hazelnut aroma. There's some vanilla in there. Touch of Bovril, beef Bovril aromas going on there. Oh, it smells fantastic. Touch of licorice. Yeah, I really like that. I really like this. Well, you know, I like the aroma. But there's no off flavours in the beer, so there's no reason to believe at all that there's going to be any off flavours in the taste. Normally, flavour leads with flavour. So it should be a good one. Cheers, Håkan. Cheers, everybody, for watching. Let's dive in. Wow! Where do I start with this one? Oh my goodness me! Right, I got an announcement and I've got some news, because that's just rang some news in my head. No, hang on. Sorry. I've got an announcement and I've got a little bit of a story to tell. Not news, a story. But first of all, the flavours. There's a real nuttiness coming through, a real kind of hazelnut kind of flavour coming through. There's loads of chocolate and coffee and caramel, and the mouthfeel on the beer is big and fat and bold, and it's almost like you want to get a knife and fork out and go at it with a knife and fork. It's got a really big, thick consistency that just sits on the palate, and it just lets the beer roll on the palate and stay in the mouth longer. And then you get to enjoy them flavours more. That slight bit of vanilla in there, that hazelnut flavour, the bitter dark chocolate, the bitter coffee, and a little bit of sweet caramel. What a terrific beer. Where do I start? I'm going to start off with the announcement very quickly, because I want this to be about the beer, of course. The announcement is that Håkan, just last night, sent me a message, and he said I put together a calendar a 30-day calendar of beers for you to enjoy in the month of December. So I get to open one beer every month. And he said to me in the message, there's going to be, because he knows I love Imperial Stouts and porters, Imperial porters. He said there's going to be a lot of Swedish Stouts, porters, Imperial Stouts, Imperial porters. And I was just like, wow, you've just made my weekend. You really have just made my weekend. And he's built this calendar himself. So you open the door and you pull a beer out. Absolutely incredible. Honestly, absolutely incredible. It's just amazing gesture, just to put the amount of time, effort, sourcing the beers, building the calendar. It's just an amazing thing. It really is an amazing thing. So thank you, Håkan, for that. That's the bit of news. The beer is sensational. The beer is absolutely sensational. I'm going to go with oats and maybe a touch of lactose that has given the beer the body that it has. Now I've drank some of the beer, have a look. As I rock the beer back and forth, you can see the carbonation chasing that head up the glass. Look at it. Look at the quality of that beer. Amazing stuff. If that was a top quality wine, it'd be about, you know, or if a wine looked as good as this beer does, it'd be about £1,000. That's the difference. You can get really, really good beer and pay what that's been crafted and been loved and been looked after by the brewer, and it'll sell for a lot less than something where the wine. I don't even know what they call. They don't even call brewers. They don't call them brewers. I don't know, winemakers. Let's call them a winemaker. They put the same craft and effort in, and they get to sell their beers for literally thousands of pounds. And I don't think it would touch. It would never. I don't think in terms of flavour, it would never touch this stuff. It would never get close to beer in terms of complexity and flavour. You could never put hazelnut in wine. That would never happen. That is amazing. That is an amazing, amazing beer. And it leads me into a story. It's a relevant story for this beer review. It's not like taking you down the garden path here. It's a story of when I went to Brewskival. And I really enjoyed myself at the festival. And I just spent my time. I was there for 3 days at the festival. Unbelievable, unbelievable festival. And I think 70% of the beers I drank over 2 days were Imperial Stouts and Imperial Porters. The quality was amazing in Sweden. The quality, everyone was loving. It seemed that everybody wanted to drink like Angry Chairs Imperial Stout or some other fantastic, fantastic brew. But as this is a Swedish Imperial Stout, it just casts my mind back to that festival where some of the days it was blazing hot sunshine and I was drinking Imperial Stouts in the middle of the day and it was fine. I was enjoying it. I was outside. Brilliant festival. Absolutely brilliant festival. This is equally a brilliant beer. Loads of flavour, chocolate, coffee, caramel, mouthfeel, stickiness, raisin, plum, fig, prune, licorice, vanilla, hazelnut. It's fabulous. It's a fabulous beer. Question is there any English? And just a hazelnut Imperial Stout, 9.8% ABV. Brewed at Beer Blautech by All In Brewing and sold by Beer Me. Amazing. I'm going to rate it. The quality on this beer is second to none. It really is. I've had a couple of really good Imperial Stouts recently from Sweden, and it just keeps on impressing me. That for me is top class Swedish craft beer. I'm going to rate it. Looks good, smells good, tastes fantastic, without a shadow of a doubt. I'm going to give this beer a Stone the Crows 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10 beer from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers!